What's going on, guys? Mitch from RespectMyRegion.com coming back from Hall of Flowers up here in Santa Rosa for the 2022 show in NorCal. I'm with Lance Lambert, CMO of Grove Bags. How you doing today, Lance?
I'm doing great, man. Loving it.
Awesome, man. So break down for me. Obviously, Grove Bags is the company. We're just talking Terp Loc's the technology. Yep. What is the Terp Loc technology, and what does that do for curing and storing cannabis?
It is crazy. So exactly to your point, we cover it from cure to consumption, as we say. So the Terp Loc technology is something that is proprietary to what we do. We actually utilize polymer, unlike some companies use mylar, maybe. And we're able to maintain a perfect ambient relative humidity within the environment. Most cannabis, some of us NorCal guys, we like a little bit, 50, 55% our age, maybe a little bit above. Some like a little bit higher, but it keeps that perfect medium between 58 and 62%. On top of that, which is definitely beneficial as a grower myself, it's antimicrobial, anti-static, so the trichomes stay on the bud, keep that quality, and then also a UV protected. So if you do have one of our clear bags, you don't have to worry about the oxidation from the exposure to light.
Man, I'm loving it. So obviously these are like the consumer-facing bags in front of me, but I've been in grows recently and seeing the big bags to cure weight in. How do those work? Do you have to burp those at all, or the weed just goes in there and cures in the bag?
It's crazy because a lot of people, they don't really trust it until they try it. And again, I grew up here, been growing since I was a kid. First started when I was 14. Old school mason jar, that's what I learned on, right? Taking grandma's jars and repurposing them for your flower. So it was really hard for me to convert to something that was more of a modern technology. But you put the trust in trying it out, and it really does make a difference. So to your point, you do not need to burp. So it literally auto cures the bud, and this is huge. But that's, again, what we're able to do with these layers of polymer within the plastic. So it allows that off-gassing while retaining that perfect ambient environment. So we're a passive atmospheric modifier. So nothing against using humidity packs and everything. So those are active modifiers. So if you do get too low, that's great. But if you're taking it off perfect dry, put it into cure, essentially you set it and forget it. And recommend at least 2 to 3 weeks. For some of us to do a long drawn cure or a cure in aging, I'll do 2 months, literally in the bags. So, but the longer you let it set, it's almost like a fine wine. We hate to compare cannabis to alcohol in many regards, but in others it makes sense because they have a respect of that plant like we do of this one, and they want to make sure it's the highest quality before it's consumed.
I love that. And I mean, it's definitely quality. Like I said, when I was out in Massachusetts, River Run Gardens, speaking good on you guys, great on your guys' name. Their product was outstanding. Washington scored, another one of my favorite farms across the country, really swears by you guys. So I know by smoking the product and looking at it, the technology definitely works, man. But, obviously we're at Hall of Flowers. This is one of the, the Super Bowl of California cannabis conventions. How has the show been for you guys? What are you looking to do here? What are you getting from the event?
This has really become, and you guys have been on the scene long enough, this, there's been a bit of an evolution in the trade shows and events, especially post-pandemic. Hall of Flowers has really sustained itself, as to your point, being the largest and most relevant, honestly, I'd have to say on the West Coast, right? We used to have NCIA and some other shows that are a little more white-collar side, but all that shifted. The topography really changed. So this has become the flagship show we want to do. What we want to accomplish personally as Grove Bags is showing our support for the small grower. Because again, this technology was founded by Jack Grover. He is a grower at heart. He's a grower first. Ryan, who you've met, he's a grower. Elmer, who's our West Coast rep, he's a grower. I'm a grower. So the fact that we're growers and we care first and foremost about the plant and the community, that's where we're able to communicate here. So even as a good example, we got our buddies at Strong Mountain Farms. We did this collab with Cannabiscapes, Greg over Cannabiscapes, in conjunction with Strong Mountain Farms. And this is a farm that's been up there outside of Willits. His grandparents purchased it in 1977, and they've been growing top-notch organic flower on that farm for over 50 years. These are the kind of people that we want to support because we like the big guys, we respect the LPs, but it really is the small-scale growers, the cottage-style growers, we call it in California, that really created the impact in taking us from Prop 215 to Prop 64, which is full adult use in Cal. So this is our way of being able to support this local market, but first and foremost, this community before this corporation or the bigger picture.
I love that, man. Supporting big grows, little grows, everything in between. Grove Bags, Lance Lambert. We're here at Hall of Flowers, Santa Rosa 2022. More content coming soon.